Greetings one and all. Happy Saturday. It is November 23rd, 2024. Super excited to be here. As I mentioned the last time I was here, which was just a few days ago, that I'm going to do my best to show up and provide energy updates regarding the energy that we are currently in, cosmically speaking. Think of it like a weather report. As I receive insight from Spirit, channeled insight from Spirit, I am here to share that insight with you, helping you to be in the knowing of what to do, how to navigate. I recently put a post up that stated, when you understand astrology, you have an easier time navigating through the mess, chaos, and challenges. So my question I'm going to pose to you this morning is, what would you do if internet went down? Considering most of us, including myself, rely 100% of the time on connecting through internet, whether it's through a Zoom call, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and all other platforms. So the big question I'm asking is, what would you do should internet go down? Now, I myself have been proactive in regards to the relationships I have with different people through Facebook. And when I use the word relationships, meaning professional partnerships. So anyone that I am connecting with through, whether it's a summit, healing work, readings, etc., I am taking the precautions to make sure I have another way to connect with them other than internet. And I'm encouraging you to do the same. So if you are watching this and you have not heard from me through a messenger regarding reaching out and having another way to communicate, and you and I are doing business together, please, please, please reach out to me if I do not get a chance to reach out to you. I encourage you to be proactive and navigate through this energy. After all, when we think about the planetary energies we're experiencing right now, there is a lot of energy between several planets. To name just a few planets, we have the sun sitting in Sagittarius energy. Sagittarius is fire. It's about taking action. It's also your higher consciousness and to learn how to navigate through your higher wisdom. Good morning there, Anne. How are you? It's also about our spiritual evolutions. In addition to the sun being in Sagittarius, we have Mercury, the planet of communication, travel, schedule, networking, technology. And I want to emphasize the word technology because a big part of this energy that we're experiencing is going to create a little chaos with technology. So we think about Mercury and the sun both being in Sagittarius energy. That means there's a conjunction between the two. Again, when we talk about Mercury's energy, Mercury is the ruler to Gemini. And Gemini, once again, is all about communication. It's how we network, it's how we brainstorm, it's the intellect that shows up. And me being an Aquarius moon and an Aquarius Mercury, I'm in that space of researching, reflecting, analyzing, and looking for other ways to do the things that I do. And I come here and share this insight with you as I channel this energy, and then of course receiving some sort of confirmation from other resources indicating that yes, there's a huge possibility that we may experience some chaos with internet. So I do want you to take this information and do what you need to do to prepare for the possibility that the main source of how you communicate with most of the people you communicate with is through internet may go down. I share this information not necessarily to scare you, yet to bring you into a state of knowing and understanding. and having a game plan. In addition to the Sun and Mercury being in Sagittarius energy, let's not forget that Mercury begins its retrograde as of the 25th of November, which is literally in less than 48 hours. And when any planet goes retrograde, it slows things down and sometimes creates chaos. Now, because Mercury is all about technology, it's about your routine, it's about your schedule, it's about being more patient and managing your time accordingly so you can arrive on time to the places you need to go to. You can be more patient when you may be stuck in traffic or there may be delays in the different things you're planning on doing. Mercury does not like to be in Sagittarius energy, so it may get messy. And then in addition to the Sun and Mercury both being in Sagittarius, let's not forget we have Jupiter in retrograde in Gemini. Jupiter's been in retrograde for quite some time now and will be in retrograde right through 2025. Will be in Gemini right through 2025 of May 25th. I'm going to correct myself. Jupiter will be in or is in Gemini since May 25 of 2024 and will stay there until June 2025. So pay attention when we talk about Jupiter in Gemini. Jupiter is the ruler to Sagittarius energy, and Mercury is the ruler to Gemini. So when we think about these three energies playing a big role in reference to what may look like as chaos over the next couple of weeks, I bring this forecast to you so you can create a plan, a backup plan, so to speak. So again, if you're like me, that relies heavily on technology, heavily on internet, what are we going to do? Now, I'm not 100% sure if this chaos is going to affect phone lines, which I'm hoping not. That is my game plan, that I can at least have some line of communication with those I do business with. So again, this is not to make you worry. This is not to create chaos, anxiousness. This is to be in the know. Now, if you have a personality where you go into a state of anxiousness when things become a little overwhelming, this is a perfect time for you to practice grounding your energy, practice on staying focused on one task at a time so that you do not create unnecessary anxiety. We are in a high portal known as an ascension portal, and what an ascension portal just means is that you may very well experience physical symptoms showing up in your physical body as this energy is moving through your body. And as this energy moves through your body, you are experiencing an ascension. We all are experiencing an ascension. And some of us are more aware of it than others. And most of us are feeling it. So pay attention to whatever it is you're feeling in your body. I encourage you to take time to talk to your body. So if you are experiencing, the common one that I've been hearing a lot about is headaches, brain fog. Headaches and brain fog. Now, for my women in midlife, you may be thinking that this has contributed to your menopausal symptoms, whereas in fact, it's more of an ascension upgrade. So when we think about an ascension, it's leveling up. In Sagittarius, Jupiter, Gemini, and Mercury really sit in the higher chakras, because it's all about your higher consciousness. It's really learning how to navigate through your ego and your higher wisdom. Playing with both energies, bringing them together to help you navigate and to evolve into the space of evolution. So as this energy may seem messy, chaotic, and even challenging, once you get to the other side of it, you're going to be more the wiser for it. So embrace this energy, and as I said before, if you tend to fall into the category of anxiousness, worrying, maybe despair, this is a time for you to calm yourself down, ground your energy, get out into nature, barefoot, step into the grass, walk on the ground, whatever you can do to connect with the earth's energy so that you are not up here and that you're more in your lower chakras to keep you more focused, more protected, more supported, and that you begin to trust the process. And that there's a reason, like everything that takes place in life, there's always a reason to why we experience what we experience. If you come back to 2020, when every one of us experienced the pandemic and things went to complete shutdown for a really long time, every one of us lived through that. And through that experience, we all became the wiser, and many of us became more sensitive and intuitive through that experience. And it also gave us an opportunity to quiet ourselves down, to sort of like shut off things. After all, one of the things that many healers like myself are constantly reminding clients like yourself is it's so important to recharge your energy. Similar to what we do with our cell phones, our computers, and everything else. It's really about allowing your body to be recharged and to rejuvenate. And perhaps not many of us are doing what it is we need to do to recharge our system, so the universe steps in and forces us to recharge our cellular system, our nervous system, and our chakra system. And that may be the result of the very energy that's being channeled through, where I am here providing you this forecast to bring you into the know and to the understanding, so it doesn't come to you as a shock. Whereas if you wake up on the 27th of November and find that you go on your Zoom, or you go to your internet to do a Facebook Live, or you're looking through Facebook, or you're looking through wherever it is you're looking through, you go into your emails and it's like, boom, nothing's there. Don't be surprised. Hello there, Sydney. How are you, my love? Sydney, I'm kind of curious to know if you are receiving these insights, downloads from Spirit in regards to this energy that may come through. Kind of curious to know. So you could just type the word yes if you are. So again, this forecast is not about bringing you in a state of anxiousness or in a state of worry. It is more about bringing you in a state of knowing and understanding and having a game plan. Because we need a game plan. It's like when we hear on the news that we may have this huge snowstorm or hurricane. The news causes people to run out to buy things to prepare yourself. It's the same concept when it comes to the cosmic energy forecast. It's information to prepare yourself. So if in fact something does happen, you are 100% prepared and you're not sitting back in a state of panic, which is a common response to most humans because we are led by our ego. We are not being led by our higher consciousness. We are led by ego. And our ego directly takes us in the state of worry, anxiousness, fear, overwhelm, panic. And if everybody goes into that state of energy, the vibration for our earth is going to drop. So it's so important more than ever to, with this information, take it in. Go with the possibility of, because the reality of it all is if you prepare yourself, the one thing that will definitely be is that you will have the contact numbers to every person you associate with. Going back to old school, when we think about it, where we had our phone books and we had everybody's name in the phone book with the phone number, where we can reach out by phone, assuming phones will be working during this challenging time. And perhaps, if not, maybe it really is a time for us to quiet ourselves down. Now, you may be asking, should this happen, how long will we be in this space? Energetically, what I hear is roughly 7 days. Roughly 7 days where it will be a period of time where, again, it's a moment of rest, a moment of recovery. A moment of rest and recovery. And please go and research Mercury's energy. Please research what Mercury represents. Besides Mercury representing communication and travel and technology and your schedule, Mercury represents cause and we're gonna leave it there. Because I want you to do a little bit of research. I want you to go and research. Find out what each of our planets actually represents. Because of course, when I provide insight, I give you a list of things that each of our planets cover. But it's just a list and it's not the full list. Because I want you to get curious. I want you to start researching on your own. Because as I said, when you understand astrology, it makes it so much easier to navigate through whatever is going on in your life at a given time. Whether it's a personal energy or a collective energy. This is your time now to become more inquisitive, more curious. Start to move into a space of wondering. So, I'm going to leave you with that, and perhaps I'll pull a card. So for those of you who may be feeling a little anxious at this point, moving in a space of worry, because what ends up happening, I was having a conversation with a client today, and we were chatting about astrology. I love that, Sydney. Just holding and practicing peace. That's exactly what we need to do. Just holding and practicing peace. Because sometimes situations occur that are totally uncontrollable. And as humans, the one thing many humans are not comfortable with is not being in control of something. When we can control a change, we're more comfortable with it. When a change occurs without us implementing it, it makes us uncomfortable. And therefore, we have a tendency to want to not know things. We have a tendency to say, you know what, I'd rather not know because I don't want to be anxious. And the reality to that statement is knowing and knowledge is empowering. Knowing and knowledge is empowering. Knowing and knowledge is empowering. Because then you have tools that you can work with to help you. So if you do run on the scale of anxiousness, you don't have to feel anxious. Because there's something else on this other side of that lane other than anxiousness. And the other side could be just a place of peace and ease. Peace and ease. So let's see what we need to know for today. Oops. All right. Wow. 2 cards came flying out, and I'm going to actually read both of them because they're both very important. And I'm going to show you just how they flew out the deck. One is in reverse, and one's in an upright position. So the first card that's in reverse is Old Soul. Now, in case you've never experienced a reading, a card that shows up in reverse indicates a resistance, indicates uncertainty. It also indicates you need to pay attention to the message that's going to show up here. So the first word, again, is Old Soul, meaning that you've done this before, so there's absolutely nothing you need to worry about. Nothing you need to worry about. This is in your agreements, and there's a reason why it is. The yellow energy is about your solar plex. So you're learning to trust the process, learning to trust how things unfold, learning to feel more in tune and attune to your intuition, learning to accept the messages that come through without guessing or without second guessing, and recognizing that sometimes messages show up so we can just have another plan. The number 26, love that number. 2 and 6. The 2 is about the relationships we have with one another, with spirit, so we can channel. It's also the connection we have with our body. Because as we channel energy, that energy comes through our body. The same way that as we experience ascension symptoms, those symptoms are coming from our body. So it's important to embody your physical body so you can better understand what the messages are when they come through your body. That 6 energy is so appropriate because, again, it's back to your physical body. It's back to your health. It's back to service. How are you serving in your body? How is your body serving you? When we think about how is your body serving you, that's really about the process of how are you taking care of your body? How are you healing? How are you nurturing? How is your health? Because, again, most of us are old souls. Most of us have done this before. Most of us have been here before on this earth, and we're here again. Some of us are reincarnated because we did not complete the task from past life, so we came to complete those tasks. Some of us are here as volunteers because we did complete the task. However, we wanted to come back to hold light for others. And some of us are new to this journey, so does not fall under the old soul aspect. Now, when we take the number 2 and 6 and we add them, it's 8. So the 8 energy is very much aligned with the Pluto energy, and it's also aligned with the Mars energy because both Pluto and Mars are rulers of Scorpion energy. The 8th house is associated with the darkness. It's associated with other people's money, so to speak, like inheritances, taxes, real estate, etc. It's also... it's also about, when we talk about Pluto's energy, it's about things dying off and new things coming in, the rebirth. In order to have a rebirth, we have to go through the death. The death is a major part of the transformation. The old ways of doing things are dying off and new ways are coming in. So when we think about that 8 energy, it is about bringing things back to balance. It's about recognizing all the work you have done up until now. When I use the word work, I mean all the healing work that you have done till now. I'm hoping that every one of you who are watching this, whether you're with me live on the replay, you are doing the work. The work. Working through connecting with you to get to know who you are from a soul level. So many of us have been programmed to believe who we were meant to be. Some of us are living our lives as accountants, as lawyers, as teachers, as whatever, based on what we were told we were going to be. Based on being that young child in school and what we were going to study and what would make you the most money. And theoretically speaking, just because it makes you the most money doesn't mean it's aligned to your soul's work. Where therefore, if you are that person, you're probably pretty much out of alignment with your soul's energy, because your spirit really wants you to be more aligned with what you came here to do. So that creates chaos in the physical body when we're not aligned. So pay attention to what's showing up in your physical body with all this energy that is coming through. Listen to your body. Your body is your biggest temple. So there's the message for that card right there. Trust what your body is telling you, your body is telling you. And the card's in resistance, in reverse. So there is resistance. There's something that's going on for you that you're choosing not to want to pay attention to. You're choosing to look the other way. You're choosing to not have the knowledge. You're choosing to not use your tools. And because you are choosing that, that is where things get chaotic for you. Second card that showed up, karmic completion. Now in theory, with Saturn, the planet of karmic reset, we are all expected to have some sort of karmic completion, a reset. Now, however, if we're not doing the work, you cannot experience the reset. So this is part of the work. Through everything we're experiencing with our planets, with all the collective energy that's going on, reminding ourselves that everything happens for a reason, everything happens for you, not to you. The red is about your root energy. It's about getting grounded, getting centered, connecting yourself to the Earth Star, connecting yourself to Mother Gaia, connecting yourself to Mother Earth, so you can be more grounded and focused. The more focused you are, the less distracted you are. You're not going to be thinking about what's going on outside. You're going to be really focusing within, giving yourself some time to be in that space to practice peace and joy. And be on your toes in regards to if you should have to navigate in a different direction, you're ready to do so without creating the anxiousness that comes in when something unexpectedly happens. The unpredictability of the energy. The karmic completion. Theoretically, we're supposed to all be experiencing a karmic completion. Pluto has left Capricorn. We're in this brand new chapter of our lives with Pluto in Aquarius. Now keep in mind that Aquarius is ruled by Saturn and Uranus. You already know that Saturn is about the reset. It's about your structure and your foundation resetting. It's also about being patient during the time that you're doing this work. Uranus, on the other hand, is the chaos, is the unpredictability. It's the rebel within you. And when we think about Aquarian energy is that energy where you're not looking to fit in, you're looking to stand out, you're looking to take a stand to be the visionary that you are. So when we talk about that one energy, this is really about doing things differently, approaching things in a different way. That one energy is also very much associated with Aries, and Aries is ruled by Mars energy. We spoke about Mars already, because Mars is the ruler, one of the rulers to Scorpio. So when we talk about Mars energy, it's the action. What action do you need to take? Can you be the warrior? Can you be the leader? Can you be the one that's going to make good, quick decisions? Or are you going to be the one that gets caught back behind you because you're distracted, you're overwhelmed, and you're anxious? Will you be the one that if you had to run, that you're not tripping over your own feet and falling? This is what you need to start asking yourself. A new way of doing things. Can you be that one that stands at the front of the line to pull people out because you are the warrior, you are the team leader? That's that new energy. First house energy is all about your I am statement. Who are you? And how can you lead in this energy we're moving into right now? That's where we are with this energy. So we take these two cards, 26 and 1. Wow, comes out to 9. That's a significant number. When we talk about the 9 energy, we've been talking about 9 this entire time. 9 in numerology is about letting go of something. Decluttering what's going on up here. The worry, the anxiousness, the fears, let all that go. Move into the state of intellect. Move in a state of transformation. When we talk about the 9 regarding astrology, we're talking about Sagittarius energy. The higher wisdom, the spiritual evolutions, the higher consciousness, where we're going. And through these two energies, it brings us in a state of being. So again, today I want you to practice working in your root energy and your solar plex energy. The more you are rooted, the more grounded you are, the more you begin to trust the journey that you're on right now. And the more prepared you could possibly be when things show up unpredictable. Although at this point in time, it's not even unpredictable, because now you'll receive the insight so you can navigate. If in the unlikelihood internet goes down, you're very prepared in regards to reach out to the ones you want to talk to by phone, especially if you have a professional relationship, and hoping that the phone lines are not affected by this internet crashing. So know that you heard it from here, and know that this is not insight to worry you or put you in a state of anxiousness. This is insight to bring you into a state of knowing so you can have a plan. Every time we have a plan, we're more the wiser. All that being said, As usual, I save it for the end. Those who don't know who I am, Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne. I am the founder of Holistic Fitness and why I serve, teach, and help midlife women. I'm a certified, licensed, and holistic personal trainer, holistic integrated teacher, medical astrologer, master of numerology, Reiki, master, card creator, and card reader. And I'm super excited that I'm here to share with you the cosmic energy updates. I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Bye-bye for now.